At this time, our country is celebrating the festival Swatantrata Ka Amrut Mahotsav. In these 74 years, we have taken big steps towards development. We have also carved out new possibilities through modern technology and balanced our use of resources. And also, we have given new dimensions to our ancient medical system in the field of medicine and research. Now we also have an independent department in the name of Ministry of AYUSH, which has established an effective alternative system in the field of medicine by doing research on both ancient and modern medicine, what we call it as alternative medicine. AYUSH today encompasses traditional and non-allopathic healthcare and treatment practices including Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Soarikpa, and Homeopathy. Of these medical systems, we are going to know about one which is homeopathy. Homeopathy. The word is derived from Greek word homeopathos, in which homeos means similar and pathos means suffering or disease. The similar method of curing disease in which very small amount of medicine are used. According to the primary principle of homeopathy, similia similibus curantur, or the principle of similarity, is a natural principle of medicine. That is, the diseases which are treated by medicine can also cause symptoms of the same diseases in healthy people, which they have cured. Let us find homeopathy in the history and understand how this system came into existence. The word homeopathy was first used by Dr. Christian Friedrich Samuel Hahnemann in 1807. In the modern times, he is considered the father of this system of medicine. The basis of homeopathy is the principle of similarity. This principle is also mentioned in the teachings of Hippocrates and Paracelsus, but the credit for giving a new direction to the whole system of medicine from this theory goes to the German physician Dr. Christian Friedrich Samuel Hahnemann. When Hahnemann was translating the book Materia Medica by William Cullen, also known as Scottish Hippocrates, in 1789, he was impressed by Cullen's explanation of how the cinchona bark, quinine bark, was useful in intermittently appeared fever. To understand the effects of cinchona bark on intermittent fever, Hahnemann used it on himself. The use of cinchona created fluctuating fever-like conditions. This effect of cinchona bark on him gave rise to the innovative human curiosity, which later became the basis of homeopathic medicine practice. Dr. Hahnemann continued to experiment on himself and those close to him, realizing that whatever substance he took produced the opposite symptoms. He also found that no two substances produce exactly the same symptoms. Each substance produces symptoms in its own unique way at the physical and mental level. First of all, Dr. Hahnemann tested the substances that were used as medicine at that time, as well as poisons like arsenic and belladonna. The experiments done by Dr. Hahnemann on himself and others are archived in articles written by him after 1805. Ultimately, Dr. Hahnemann introduced the treatment of sick based on the principles of homeopathy and achieved outstanding clinical success in this field from the very beginning. So, to understand how homeopathy basically works, we have to understand the ideas and principles of this method. Let us understand it. The first principle, the principle of similarity, is an ancient medical proverb, but its modern form lies in the conclusion of Dr. Hahnemann that the group of symptoms produced by a substance in healthy people, when given in the same quantity according to the homeopathic principles in a sick person, can also make him healthy. In this context, the example of onion and homeopathically prepared red onion allium cepa is sufficient. Watery eyes and running nose are common when peeling onions. According to homeopathic principles, if a person is suffering from irritation in eyes and nose and common cold, the allium cepa made from red onion can be used to treat it. The profile of symptoms that are associated with many drugs is determined on the healthy individuals and volunteers after compiling their physical and mental symptoms. a drug picture is prepared by supervisors. After this, the disease picture of the sick person is matched with the drug picture available in the homeopathic booklet named Materia Medica, and the most appropriate medicine is selected for its treatment. This principle has been accepted by millions of homeopathic practitioners around the world. The second principle, single general treatment. In a paradigm shift in the medieval medical line of the time, Dr. Hahnemann instructed his followers to manage any patient at a time with a single drug regimen, and not by a combination of several drugs. Because of the combination of several drugs, the effect will be different from the effect of a single substance. Generally, homeopathic medicines are given on a single method, which is a simple and harmless form of medicines without side effects. Even if a sick person is suffering from many diseases, homeopathic doctors do not prescribe different medicines. Instead, they treat only by using symptomatic drug under a single drug method, which proves to be equally beneficial in other important symptoms of the body. The third principle, low quantity. Homeopathic medicines which are prescribed for any sick person, then their quantity is kept to a minimum so that when those medicines are used, they do not have any bad effect on the body. Fourth principle, dynamization. A major feature of homeopathic theory is drug dynamization. Homeopathic medicines are specially prepared by drug dynamization, that is, potentization method. The raw drug is converted into a solution to improve its quality. Thus, the medicinal quality of a substance is maintained and its ill effects are eliminated. It is believed that making homeopathic medicines through this process retains the necessary potency in them, which is safe and full of healing ability. Potentizing drugs strengthen the body's immunity and further stimulate the glands. When these drugs are made mechanically, their potency increases rapidly. Fifth principle, vital principle. The homeopathic system identifies the invisible dynamic force hidden in the living organisms, also called vital energy, and governs all body's activities and improves life. Due to soft nature of this vital force, health is maintained. When this force becomes weak, the person falls ill. When homeopathic medicines are given to a sick person, it awakens this force and brings the health back on track. It is clear that Dr. Hahnemann wanted to tell his followers that the cause of any disorder in the body is disturbance of harmony and balance, which resulted in the signs and symptoms which is called illness. When this harmony returns to our body, we regain health. The sixth principle, miasm. The word miasm is derived from the Greek word miasma, which means disorder or pain or pollution. Dr. Hahnemann explained three such miasms: psora, psychosis, and syphilis. Each miasm is the main cause of various diseases which are of chronic nature. Miasms are either present at the time of birth or they are acquired during the lifetime according to the environment. Miasms act as a fertile soil for chronic diseases to thrive. Seventh principle, drug proving. The idea of drug proving is very good in homeopathy, according to which the pathogenic effects available in a substance of a drug are used on healthy humans. The drug substance is administered to healthy provers under a controlled condition, and the effects produced are carefully recorded to further develop in the drug picture. This document of symptoms is added to the Materia Medica. Thereafter, the appropriate medicine for the sick person are decided on the basis of the symptoms and matched with the Materia Medica. While drug proving attempts were made even before Dr. Hahnemann, such as during the times of Anton von Struck and Albrecht von Haller, Dr. Hahnemann recalled all of them and their efforts were greatly appreciated. Eighth principle, individual approach. The homeopathic approach is holistic as well as individual, all in the sense that medicine is prepared keeping in mind many sick people. Individual in the view that each sick person is different from one another, even if he is suffering from the same disease. Medicines are selected for each sick person on the basis of the symptoms of his illness and not on the name of the disease he is suffering. Thus, even if a person is suffering from the same disease, different medicines are given to them. This is because the manifestation of symptoms is different in different patients. The location of the symptoms, their intensity, the characteristic, the changing equations, and the associated types vary widely depending on the physical and mental characteristics of each patient. In short, homeopathy cures the patient from the disease, not the diseases which are inside the patient. Keeping these principles in mind, who spread widely homeopathy in central India, a well-known patriot, Maharishi Dr. Bhau Sahib Shiteji. He has devoted his entire life in this effort that the common man can get a better treatment very easily. And with this, a college and hospital, which is also called Shanti Niketan of homeopathy in India, Antarbharti Homoeopathic Medical College and Hospital, was built, and through this, still in many places anyone can get homeopathic treatment in very small amount. Along with this, he is continuously working to provide BHMS education to aspirants. BHMS, Bachelor of Homeopathic Medicine and Surgery, which is the first step in the education of homeopathy. We can get diploma also from some universities, but before understanding the educational entities which are considered to be the main articles of homeopathic medicinal studies, let's understand them. Organon of medicine. The source of information about medicines, the organon of medicine, which can also be called the Bible of homeopathy, because from this the principles and philosophical background of homeopathic medicine system are decided. It is written by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, the father of homeopathy, whose 5 volumes were published during his lifetime, and the 6th edition was published much after his demise. Materia Medica is a compilation of symptoms of individual medicines on the basis of which homeopathic diagnosis papers are issued. Hahnemann first recorded his drug proving in the book Fragmenta de Viribus Medicamentorum de Positivis. The first Materia Medica Pura was published in 1811. Since then, many authors have published other Materia Medica and added new drugs to it, and this work continues even today. Repertory. A reference manual or repertory is a list of symptoms, as well as a list of treatments, rubrics, associated with specific symptoms. The first homeopathic reference book of this type was written by Dr. Hahnemann himself, but the reference book written by Georges Jars was considered to be the first published list. There are a lot of reference manuals out there today, and now in modern times, we can use it through existing related softwares also. So, these 3 booklets are used in homeopathy medicine system, and with these booklets, homeopathy differs from other systems of medicine. It is very important for us to read these 3 booklets along with the knowledge of physical and mental diseases to become a homeopathic doctor. There are bright career prospects in this field both in India and abroad, as nowadays people are looking for such therapy which does not come with side effects. The importance of homeopathy in India can also be understood from a famous quote of Mahatma Gandhi, which says, "Homeopathy cures a larger percentage of cases than any other form of treatment and is beyond doubt safer and more economical." So, how can we study homeopathy? The answer is simple, as it is considered to be equivalent course to the other health sciences course like MBBS, BAMS, etc. all over India. To make a career in homeopathy, students have to compulsorily opt for the science stream option with biology. After completing their 12th standard, they can opt for graduation level program in homeopathic medicine, that is, Bachelor of Homeopathic Medicine and Surgery or BHMS. This program is offered by several homeopathy institutes affiliated to respective universities. The BHMS program is a 5.5-year course which includes 1 year of compulsory internship. During BHMS course, the student is introduced to the principles of homeopathic medicine with a practical approach. At the post-graduation level, MD or Doctor of Medicine program can be taken. The total duration of course is 3 years, which also includes 1 year residential campus training. The MD Homeopathy program focuses on in-service training through seminars, group discussions, clinical meetings, and journal clubs. During the duration of the course, students are required to submit a thesis of dissertation. Students taking admission in BHMS MD courses must note that they have to first appear at the national or state level entrance exams, which mainly includes NEET, that is, National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, and the same applies to PhD course. After this, the college is allotted to the candidates on the basis of marks. Now, the question here arises, what can you do in the field of homeopathy? A doctor of homeopathy has many job opportunities in today's world. They can get the post of medical officer or doctor in various government and private homeopathic hospitals. They may specialize in many fields such as homeopathic pharmacy, pediatrics, dermatology, psychiatry, or infertility. Health professionals may also operate their own clinics. Doctors have a great chance to get into the industries involved in manufacturing medicines and vital equipment in the field of homeopathy. After a few years of experience, individuals can take up jobs in colleges as lecturers, become researchers, while receiving grants for continuing research. A BHMS degree holder can also open his own pharmacy after a few years of experience. Over the years, the effectiveness of homeopathic medicines has increased manifold due to the ongoing research in this area. This has also increased the career opportunities for the students. So, if we look at the career after BHMS in a broad way, then there are some types of opportunities people usually opt for, like homeopathic doctor. They use treatment including essential oils, herbs and compounds, tinctures, massage, aromatherapy, or even acupuncture. They are often self-employed. Many doctors are able to earn high salaries, although the hours can be long and irregular. The homeopathic medical consultant gives counseling keeping in view the symptoms, personality traits, physical and psychological conditions in the life history of the patient. Homeopathic professors, lecturers, readers teach in government and private homeopathic colleges. Homeopathy pharmacists and dispensers sell homeopathic medicines. Hospital managers. They work with all persons involved in the administration to plan, strategize, and coordinate the health services of the hospital. They oversee all areas of a hospital including physicians, health information technicians, nursing, medical records, etc. Chief Medical Officer. The work of Chief Medical Officer includes administrative work along with treating patients. They collaborate with the working team and control processes. Their work also includes training, motivating, and supporting employees. You can do all these roles very well in the country and abroad. Homeopathic medicine has played a very important role in this COVID-19 pandemic. But this is not the first time. If we look in history, homeopathy has saved many lives during epidemics such as Spanish flu or cholera. This is possible because of the genus Epidemicus. Drugs which are specially developed only for specific epidemic uses till vaccine is available. Already, it proves effective in saving lives. There are many other such qualities in this medical system which we want to tell you. Some of the advantages of homeopathy are the principles of this therapy are in accordance with the natural laws. Medicines have a distinctive taste. Treatment cost efficient compared to others. The method of drug use is simple. Only those drugs are used whose actions have been tested on human volunteers. Medicines are used with their sufficient potency and they are consumed in very small quantities so that they do not cause harm. Medicines are given on the basis of symptoms which doesn't need to wait for laboratory tests. These are some of the things that makes this therapy the best of the rest. Most of the diseases can be successfully treated by homeopathy if not beyond certain limits. For example, diseases of viral origin, hepatitis, influenza, conjunctivitis, chickenpox, measles, herpes zoster, etc. Common problems of children, acute and communicable, that do not threaten life. Problems during pregnancy, labor pain, and postpartum period. Skin diseases, skin allergies, psoriasis, eczema, warts, etc. Diseases of psychosomatic origin, migraine, irritable bowel syndrome, etc. Female disorders, menstrual problems, menstrual irregularities, dysmenorrhea, reproductive tract infection, erosion of cervix and cervix. Mental disorders like anxiety, neurosis, depression, etc. So-called surgical diseases such as renal calculi, piles, fistula, etc. Homeopathy can speed up the healing process and shorten the recovery time, especially after surgery and childbirth, and can speed up the fusion of bones in the event of a fracture. Homeopathy can help in relieving the condition of being dependent on drugs and proves beneficial in controlling the symptoms that emerge from the disease. Every medical field is full of its own quality, and while we are celebrating Swatantrata Ka Amrut Mahotsav all over the country, sharing our achievements with you, we want to encourage all of you to participate in the development of the country, because our country is a country of youth. Keeping all these things in mind, social worker Maharshi Dr. Bhausaheb Jite provided an excellent institution to the country, which is Antarbharti Homoeopathic Medical College and Hospital. It is a homeopathic college affiliated to AHMC University, Maharashtra, and is situated in an excellent campus of Antarbharti Ashram, Dabha, Nagpur. There is also hostel facility, and if seen from the point of view of practice, the name Antarbharti Homoeopathic Medical College is taken with great respect among the best colleges of Maharashtra. Dr. Bhausaheb Jite is successfully leading the caravan of this institute from more than 2 decades. Respected Dr. Bhausaheb Jite himself is an eminent homeopathic doctor of Central India. He says that an ideal doctor can be one who has a brain like a scientist, a body like a soldier, and a heart like a mother. This institute is a humble effort to groom an ideal homeopathic doctor with fundamental educational ideas imparting life-building, human-building, and character-building medical education under Antarbharti Ashram. The homeopathic system is developed only to make a better future of living organisms, and this applies to other pathies too. So, we appeal you to become a part of this noble cause. Let us rejoice and strive for our brighter future so that the humanity thrives.